Should soldiers under 21 be allowed to drink? As we reported yesterday, Congressman Jack Kingston is proposing to make it legal under certain circumstances on post. And the story has gotten a lot of comments on our WTOC Facebook page. Jeremy says, totally agree. Would love to have a beer with anyone who defends our country. Robin asks, why should the military have a special drinking age and the rest of us still have to deal with age 21? And Don asks, why would he do that? They already have problems with drinking, especially the ones who come back from combat. I would love to know his reasoning for this. Well, guess what? You are in luck. Congressman Jack Kingston is here. You'll excuse the informal references. He and I have known each other for 100 years. Jack, how you doing?
Sonny, it's great to be with you.
It's always good to have you. What are you
Should
thinking?
I start with Don's question?
Go ahead.
Let me just say this. If you're 18 years old, you can get married, you can sign a contract, you can buy a piece of property, you can do just about anything except buy a beer. And in this case, we're telling young people, yeah, you know what? You can drive a Black Hawk helicopter. You can drive an Abrams tank. You can squeeze the trigger on an M4 rifle and kill a fellow human being. But when you go back home to the officers club or to the NCO club, we're not going to let you make a decision to have a beer with your chicken dinner. I think that's ridiculous. And it is an insult to the men and women who give us our freedom.
Well, I've participated in a 4th of July celebration at Hunter Army Airfield. There were alcoholic beverages available, and the soldiers under age 21 couldn't drink it, Rangers and others. Your proposal is just on post, right?
Yes, and all it says is that they would have the right to have a drink on post, whereas you and I both know they have very strict designated driver rules, so it's in a controlled environment. The bill does not allow them to go to the commissary and buy a case of beer for redistribution or drinking later. But what it says is, you know what? We've spent thousands of dollars trusting you. You're the cream of the cream, and we think that you can drink responsibly. It's simple. The drinking age for many years was 18 years old, and then we repealed it. Now I think we should take a second look and look at this particular sector of our population.
Well, I invite you to go to WTOC.com's WTOC's Facebook page and see we had a record number of responses, most of them favorable to the idea. So quickly, we got less than a minute. Offshore drilling. We had another incident today. You got some thoughts on this?
Well, I'm concerned about that situation because it's unbelievable that right in a row we have these two disasters. Hopefully this one's going to be dealt with, but that's why we need to have alternative energy. And one of the things that we've been looking at is ethanol coming from algae and sources like pine trees, anything besides corn, and sweet potatoes that are inedible. Which I think all sweet potatoes are, by the way.
No,
well, that's another show.
That's right.
But this underscores the need for alternative energy. But also, we've got to understand that the technology is going to get better and better. But we should look at this thing thoroughly and not necessarily make political decisions based on what's happening in the Gulf. We need to take a long-term look at it.
Jack Kingston, always a pleasure. Thanks so much for coming by. I know you're busy.
Sonny, thanks a million.
You bet. All right.